Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. I'm apologizing right away for the voice. I've been sick for about a week now, and I just can't, get better the voice, so it's going to take a couple of maybe a week or two. So I'm just going to, resume with my daily activities, just such as this, making videos. So I apologize for the voice. But again, I wanted to thank Steven Caruso for sponsoring this. It's going to be pretty much a marathon. This is a very, it's a longer song, about 18 minutes. So I wanted to get into the band. As you can see, we're doing a reaction to POCO. And the first time I heard of POCO was when I was watching a documentary on the Eagles, actually, even though I usually don't mention the Eagles in the videos because I don't want to get a copyright strike. No, I'm just kidding. But it's really that bad, So, but yeah, I saw them basically, and I just looked this up as Randy, I think it's Meisner. Meisner. I'm sorry, not Randy Meisner was replaced by Timothy Schmidt, who joined the Eagles, but he was in POCO. So this is the first time that I was made aware of the band POCO because it said Timothy Schmidt of POCO, and I was, what is POCO? At the time when I saw it, because this is some time ago, and I was like, okay, I guess it's a band, but as POCO is also a Spanish word for a little or small or a little bit, so I was like, I don't know what POCO is. Now, this was my first exposure. Now I know that POCO is, as it says here, POCO was an American country band originally formed in '68 after the demise of Buffalo Springfield. Guitarist Richie Furay and Jim Messina former members of Buffalo Springfield were joined by multi-instrumentalist Rusty Young, bassist Randy Meisner, and drummer George Grantham. Meisner quit the band while they were recording their first album, picking up the pieces, though his bass and backing vocals part were kept in the final mix. He was replaced by Timothy B. Schmidt in 1969, and Messina left in 1970 to be replaced by Paul Cotton. And that says the lineup would change numerous times, blah, 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 blah. So it's just like, it's like an important deal. Also, that 3 members of this band have been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but the band POCO has not. So that's kind of like a bummer. And I don't even know how that works, but they entered into an eligibility in 1995, even though still, like, that's what, 30 years ago. So, but since then, 3 members, including Meisner and Schmidt, with the Eagles, were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So just like a couple of things that for people who have no, who for some people, maybe it's the first time that they will listen to POCO, I wanted to do a little bit of a backstory. But well, here we go with the song. It's called Nobody's Fool, El Tonto de Nadie, the fool of no one. Let's see this. Regressa, returns. Okay. So this is from the second, I just looked it up. It's the second album of POCO called POCO. And it's from 1970. And I think I've reacted to 3 songs in the lifespan of this channel. Okay. Just to let you know. So, I guess I'm ready. I did get a text, but I think it's not important. We're going to put this here and let's get on with it. Steven, thank you so much for being such a, big supporter of this channel and also being a friend, a personal friend, because we do keep in touch, with family stuff, and I think that's very, very sweet, and I really want to thank you for that because it is special, So yeah, let's get into it. Let's try and analyze this music, and let's see how country it is, or how maybe completely different it is. My expectations are obviously high, but you know, um, let's see here. But I'm also not like, let's see, you know, let's hear and see what this is gonna be like. So get some water. You know, I got some water, some coffee, something, because this is gonna be a longer video. So because just the song is about 18 minutes. So here we go, and you guys enjoy. Here we go. Okay. Okay, just real quickly, that's all the lyrics we're gonna get from this song today. This is really a great opportunity to stop real quick. I usually don't interrupt songs, but from now on, this is only 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. From now on, I won't be pausing, but I just wanted to mention the style of this band. It doesn't really sound like really country. This sounds more like Americana to me. I love the harmonies, very Crosby, Stills and Nash. You know, I love the basses in the forefront, doing a lot. Like instead of just playing over the chords, it's actually playing its own little thing. I think that's very important, and just the sound of this band is very, very. I love it. It really changed a lot in those 2 minutes, like from the intro into the singing, almost like, I don't want to call it progressive, you know, but like prog rock, because that's not what it is. But I appreciate the all the sudden changes, and then again right here after the singing part, again they start a totally different rhythm and tempo. That's really cool, you know. So let's enjoy the rest of the song without interruptions. But I just wanted to call out how well this was made, you know, for 1970, of course, but I really appreciate the harmonies and the way it's structured. Really, really cool. So let's go back. I'm gonna go back 5 seconds, and let's see if I get that whole change of rhythm and tempo again. So let's go back maybe 15 seconds. Let's see if I catch it. But very good. Now I'll take my time. You had your way up until Again, another change. Percussions, drums. Is driving the whole thing. The keys. And they're like interjecting. The guitar. Guitar's going up. Beautiful. The drumming and the percussion is so good. That Santana sound, man. It has that Latin fusion. Beautiful slide guitar. I'm sending this to Alexia right now. Let me send it to her literally right now. She got it. I love the percussion, the whole salsa. I love how the drummer just like anchors into a rhythm and then the percussionist is like improvising. Beautiful. So good. Almost like a baseball here. Sorry, again, another time change. Oh, I was on mute. I love the arpeggios that the bass playing. to music like this for like literally all day. It's getting adventurous there. The bass. Holy man. This is like a bass masterclass. He's working with a pedal. Cry baby, I think. Oh my god, this guy. For me, this is superior than the Eagles, honestly. This jamming, that's music. I mean, the Eagles are amazing, don't get me wrong, but in a different way. This is more fusion, rock fusion. Harmony is beautiful. Yes. Let's add another one. Like a horse. Wow. This band, next level. Wow. Okay. This obviously was way better. Way better than I expected. Not that I'm, because I'm not like I would say like a huge fan of country music. Maybe I haven't heard the right one, but I do love like country rock from the 70s, like Leonard Skinner and that kind of that country is amazing. I would say more like Outlaws. And I know that's a different kind of genre. That's more the rebel kind of like country rock. I love that. I love that music. There's so many bands that I've reacted to. I can't even think of them right now, but I freaking love the improvisation, the solo, just the musicality these bands have. So I think this is where POCO kind of like drops in as well. It's not just country music, like country music, which is just like country music. This is like a rock fusion with with elements of country, you know. So, but this, man, I mean, I really have to give it up here for everyone that was improvising, guitar player, the keyboard, the different effects, amazing. But I do have to give it here to the rhythm section, the bass. They made this song. They were the driving force, and there were, I don't know, maybe 5 different or 6 different tempo changes throughout. Kind of like, I love how they would kind of like change it up and make it super Latin and super suave and stuff, super Santana. I mean, I think Santana took that genre and ran with it and really like put it on the map. But I mean, see, this is another band who is equally as good as Santana in this genre, this more Latin kind of like Latin infused salsa, the Cuban music and merengue and all that kind of stuff. It's very, very important. But also rock chicano, that, that's more like the Santana style. Man, this was amazing. I mean, the bass player, I don't know. This was, like I said, I would play this to Alexia, and she's playing more the mandolin now than the bass. The bass, she loves the bass, but she wanted, I think, something a little bit more a lead instrument. So she has switched over to the mandolin, thanks to Colin. Shout out to Colin who sent it to her. And she's been playing that, and she's playing it like a 4-string instrument, even though it has 8, but she kind of like says it's just a 4-string instrument. I'm not gonna complicate my life because you don't have to. But yeah, but if I play this to it, this is like a bass masterclass, because the way he took the bass and changed it up so many times, beautiful. What a great instrumental masterpiece this is. Thank you so much, Stephen, for playing this to me, because I did some reactions. I did about 3 reactions to POCO, and granted, I always love them, but this is like almost like wake up, what a band, honestly. And I didn't want to compare them to the Eagles, even though I did, but the Eagles are an amazing band. I mean, we did Hotel California on Patreon because we can't do it on the internet. I'm sorry, on YouTube. And we actually cried, because it's so good. So if I said this was better than the Eagles, it's different. This is more like, I never heard an Eagles song like this, because the Eagles is more American. This is more Latin, even though I'm sure they have their fair share of Latin influences as well. I mean, there's just Hotel California, we listen to the chord progressions, they sound like very, very Latin influenced and stuff like that, especially the solo and all that stuff. But again, POCO, what a band, what a bunch of musicians in 1970, right around when the Beatles, had stopped. Around there, they were about, I think, to stop. What a shame. I wish they would have continued. Wouldn't it be a wonderful thing to have the Beatles still together now, like the Rolling Stones? Man, I mean, what have they done? I mean, what masterpieces did we miss, unfortunately? But I mean, we still got a bunch of solo albums, and I think they had to kind of like split so everybody could do their own stuff, But it's a nice what if, like sometimes when people put together like Genesis albums of their solo stuff, and what if this would have been a Genesis album. I love that kind of stuff. But this was amazing. Thank you, Stephen, like I said, for choosing something so awesome. I loved all the solos, the guitar effects that were kind of like foreign to me. The keyboard effects, what I think it was a Crybaby, but it was just wonderful. Just the whole rhythm section, just to listen to the percussionist alone is a tour de force, or the drummer. If you just separate these instruments, or the bass, it's just like amazing. And then when you put it all together, it becomes this amazing track. 18 minutes. This is the music that I could listen to, like I said, all day. This was amazing. Thank you. Let me know what you think. Is this your first time listening to POCO? Is this your first time listening to this track? Because there's a lot of people who are like, hey, I've never heard this before, and I'm in my 60s, you know. That's when we're like, yes, this is really the goal of the channel, to spread the music, you know, and you know, just have fun and be able to relax, you know, in this really crazy world that we live in, you know. So again, thank you everybody for being here. I love this. I can't recommend it more. I'm gonna send this to all my friends, to all my musician friends, definitely, to my bass player friends. This is amazing. This was masterful. Thank you again. And let me know in the comments, please, if you like this, and if you like the channel, if you like what we do here, Alexia and I, please do subscribe. And yeah, thank you. I'll see you all in the next one.